Cutting across to some breaking news coming in from the Parliament. We're picking up that the Speaker has now decided not to attend the House, not to attend the Parliament till there is an outcome. Now, this comes at a time when the opposition has essentially moved a no-confidence motion against the Speaker. The opposition members have also levelled a direct allegation against the Speaker for not allowing Leader of the Opposition, Rahul Gandhi, to speak on the matter. In fact, an allegation that has been dismissed by the Treasury benches. In fact, this morning, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju had intervened, saying that no such commitment was actually made at the Lok Sabha Speaker's office with regards to the Leader of the Opposition speaking on the floor of the Parliament. It seems that the Speaker has made an unprecedented decision with regards to not attending the House. We'll try and see if we can go across to our reporter from the Parliament, Harsha, to get us a better understanding as to why exactly perhaps would the Speaker have taken such a decision. Right now it seems that the logjam continues with the Lok Sabha being adjourned for the second consecutive day, with the business of the House being stalled, with the opposition members yet again storming the well of the House. This morning, Parliamentary Affairs Minister did actually put out a video of the very day when the Prime Minister was supposed to address the nation from the Lok Sabha. In fact, at the last moment, the Prime Minister's address was cancelled. The next day is when the Prime Minister addressed from the Rajya Sabha. In fact, it turns out that there have been allegations that have been levelled by the opposition members against the Speaker. This comes after the brief address that was made by the Leader of the Opposition, quoting a media article on the Galwan issue. Let me also go across to my colleague Harsha, getting us the latest details. Harsha, this is undoubtedly a big decision that has been taken by the Speaker. What's the reason behind it? We'll try and see if we can go across to Harsha. If you can hear me, unprecedented decision being taken by the Lok Sabha Speaker. Could you tell us what's the rationale behind it?
So, Shravan, it was decided after the no confidence motion was brought by the opposition leaders against Speaker Lok Sabha. The Speaker multiple times decided that this deadlock should end, and multiple meetings happened since morning with the opposition leaders of the Speaker. In fact, at 12:30 also, Speaker Om Birla met the opposition leaders that this deadlock should end and everyone should respect the House, floor of the House, and carry on with smooth running, functioning of the House. But opposition denied to the demand of Speaker, and after that, no confidence motion was brought against the Speaker, with 118 people from the opposition party submitting the motion to the, no confidence motion to the Secretary General. After that, Speaker Om Birla decided that he would not attend the Parliament proceeding of the Lok Sabha today. And that is the reason, Shravan, majorly since morning that Speaker has not come to the chair in the Lok Sabha, and today entire day till the time budget speech from different parties will be running till late in the evening. We have got to know that the Parliament has extended till 12 o'clock at night, because 10 hours discussion will happen today in Lok Sabha and 8 hours tomorrow. 18 hours was allotted for the budget speech. The 2 days went in vain because of disruption, but today 10 hours of discussion will happen till 12 o'clock. But Speaker Om Birla has decided not to attend, and in fact, rather than his attending, the three people who have been given the chance to be on chair, like Krishna Tenati, Sandhya Rai, and also Jagdambika Pal, they all will be convening the Lok Sabha 2 hours, sitting on the Speaker chair till late at night, till the time when this Lok Sabha will run, and the budget speeches will be made from the side of different political parties. So already Abhishek Banerjee, Akhilesh Yadav, and few BJP MPs have made their budget speeches. From the Shashi Tharoor as well, he started the budget speech in Lok Sabha today when the proceedings started smoothly, and it will run till 12 o'clock at night today. But we have got to know that till the time the Parliament will run today, Speaker Om Birla will not sit on his chair. Back to you.
Harsha, I'll request you to stay on with us, as our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor is also joining us on this broadcast. Abhishek, it's an unprecedented move made by the Speaker. I don't recall this happening in the recent future, in the recent times, but anything that you are picking up in terms of why exactly this decision was taken by the Speaker?
Well, parliamentary democracy as we practice it in India is about precedents and conventions, but unfortunately, what we have seen panning out this particular session, Shravan, is about unprecedented moves and precedents not followed. So, for example, the motion of thanks in which the Prime Minister should be able to participate could not happen because the kind of obstructionism we saw. The fact that Rahul Gandhi, every day of the last week of the Parliament session, has insisted that he should be allowed to quote from the book which is not published, and hence the opposition has trooped down to the well of the House. And in this particular instance, the trigger for a no confidence motion against the Speaker is the ruling that he gave that Rahul Gandhi can't be allowed quote from an unpublished book. So for the Congress and the larger opposition to believe that if the Treasury benches are being allowed to quote from books which are published some decades back, they should have the right to quote from unpublished books also. We saw Rahul Gandhi coming out with a book showing outside the Parliament that this is how the book is out. The publishers have come out and said, no, this is not a published book. So obviously, that's a matter of investigation so far as what's happening outside the Parliament. But inside, the Speaker has become the target of opposition attack, and 118 MPs signing that no confidence motion which has been submitted. And now, till the time that it is accepted as a matter of propriety, and of course, convention and precedents, as I said, the Parliament is driven by. The Speaker has decided to pull out of the proceedings. Of course, there is a panel that remains available for the Parliament from which the MPs can come and chair the proceedings. So that's not a crisis. But then this really shows escalation really building up for a showdown between the opposition and the government on the issue of no confidence motion. Obviously, remember, the numbers are there with the government. But the second half of the budget session, which begins on the 9th of March, is going to be stormy as well as what comes out of this move, both from the opposition and, of course, the Speaker in this case.
Well, it does turn out, Abhishek, that the no trust motion war has just become bigger. There is also a divide within the opposition because it seems the Trinamool Congress has decided not to sign the no confidence motion.
Well, yes, so that's indicative of the kind of fracture that already exists in the Indie bloc. Insofar as Trinamool is concerned, Shravan, we know that Bengal is heading into elections, and by the time the second half of the budget session comes, the heat of campaigning, and Congress does not ally with Trinamool, or Trinamool does not ally or need Congress in Bengal. So obviously, at that crucial juncture, they don't want to be seen to be in tango with the Congress in Delhi while they target Congress as the opposition party in Bengal. So I think local dynamics or regional dynamics at play in that call, apart from the fact that not everybody is sure whether Rahul Gandhi is right in persisting with this or insisting that he should be allowed to quote from an unpublished work as yet. So I think that's part of the deal. We have seen many times, like in the case of Tamil Nadu, already it's building up a sort of fracture between Congress and the DMK. So in this case, but irrespective, even if the no confidence motion is admitted, Shravan, as I said, the government has the numbers to pull through and Om Birla would prevail. But as of now, of course, it seems that on the face of it, the Speaker trying to follow precedents by staying away from proceedings till the time that process is over.
Abhishek, I'll request you to stay on with us as let me also bring in a colleague, Harsha, is joining us from outside the Parliament. Harsha, I believe the Speaker has said that he is not going to sit on that chair unless the motion is decided. What's the future course of action?
So, Shravan, the future course of action is in detail already. Abhishek has explained why and why so a speaker is not there on the chair. But the future, I'll tell you about the rules and regulations of this chair and this parliament as well. When the no confidence motion will be accepted, the time frame is 14 days. So in the 14 days, this motion has to be accepted and brought onto the floor of the House, and the opposition has time till next session. That means it's highly that the motion, no confidence motion against Speaker will come in the next session of the Parliament, the second part of the budget, which starts from 9th of March and will conclude on 2nd of April. And one more thing, Speaker has not the right in this case to accept or reject the motion of no confidence because it has been brought against the Speaker only. Secretary General will be tabling it on the floor of the House, and it could be, there will be voting and there will be discussion also on this. And when the voting will happen, Shravan, this will fall flat on the face of the opposition leaders because they clearly don't have the numbers. Till now, 180 signatures have been made. For the notice to be submitted, the opposition only needed 50. We have seen in the time of the chairman, ex-VP, ex-chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Jagdeep Dhankar, also how no confidence motion was brought against him as well. In this case, also 50 signatures were mandatory, but the opposition had the strength of 118 signatures. Therefore, the Secretary General has accepted it, but it will highly likely be taken up in the next session, next part of the budget, and then we'll get to know more about the voting process. And even if the voting happens, the number lies with the NDA party because the numbers of the NDA is far more than the numbers of the opposition party. So likely they will not have the votes. We took this question with Abhishek Banerjee and the TMC leaders as well, that how the numbers are not with them, then exactly what will happen. So this is just a game against Speaker Om Birla. They clearly stated that we wanted to address this issue. We wanted to mention that opposition is united, opposition is together. We have our support that LOP should be allowed to speak, and it's the prerogative of the ruling party, the Treasury bench, how to let the House function smoothly. So in this, we are with the LOP, but will not sign the no confidence motion because Speaker was not consulted in this. Appeal was not taken up. The Congress party didn't take our suggestion into it. Therefore, we didn't sign the no confidence motion. But yes, it will highly likely come in the next session of the Parliament, which begins from 9th of March and will conclude on 2nd of April. But in this session, which will end on 13th of February, it's highly unlikely that the Speaker will be seen on chair. The Speaker might not come till 13th of February when this part of budget will conclude. Till the time, how many people have been notified to be on the chair, like Sandhya Rai, Jagdambika Pal, Krishna Tenati, all those people will be on the chair of the Speaker and will conduct the proceedings of the Lok Sabha. Like today, there was Sandhya Rai, there was Krishna Tenati himself on the chair, and he will be also taking up from 8 o'clock onwards because the budget speech and the discussion will go on till late night today. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Harsha. Big development taking place in the Parliament. My colleague Harsha explaining the rationale behind this unprecedented decision that has been taken by the Lok Sabha Speaker. A major political row has erupted in the Parliament over